Back at the scene of the crime. Got some nice fish up here last week in the winter. Now it's spring. Let's see if we can do any better. Good news. One of our subscribers that watches these videos was the owner of the Leatherman I found down here the other day. So I've got to get that across to him. But you guys that are fishing these same creeks as I am, see how I'm walking along this track? Every time I walk it, especially in the spring, I make it wider. Eventually we'll get the dirt off it. It'll be just a good hard path. If you guys keep following the same tracks, it just makes it a lot better when you're looking for snakes and things. Wild deer just in there. Seen one. I'll work around. See if we spook one out. Creek's cleared right up. Looks awesome. I haven't had a bite yet, but I've got a feeling it's a bit of a subsurface day. I have to just mix it up a little bit. Oh, I had to get my first bass. They weren't taking the surface. So I thought, put a little beetle spin on. And there he is, the first bass for the season. The thing is, spring's the start of the migration. So the 1st of September is, oh look at that, bent hook. How did I catch him with that? See how he's silver, clean. Just come up here. Yeah, the start of the season for me every year is the 1st of September. Any caught before then is last year's fish. So when I was down here last week, they were last year's fish. So they just, oh, there's another one. They weren't going on the surface, so I thought I'll walk down, put a beetle spin on and just see how many little ones I can shake up. Well, as you can see, same again. See how silver he is? Fat, silver, healthy. See, buddy. Some real skinny water up here. I might go and give that a go. So that's what I like to catch my fish in. How do I get there? How do I get there? This way. It's just saying earlier about making paths. Makes it look better for all of us. Well, I've only got 2 little bass, but I've only been down here half an hour, so I think it was more. I know there's some big fish in here. I just wanted to catch them within half an hour. Prime ambush spot, but they're not really active at the moment. It's more of a surface spot. Well, I figure if they're in the ambush, they'll come across to that log on that sort of commotion. Drop it down this side, up over the next one. Oh, I think that was a little nudge. So the puff of mud there. Yeah, that was a nudge. Must have been small and half-hearted. Oh, that's a better one. Oh, get over, get over, get up. Oh, that's the one I want. Yeah, buddy. Come on, cracker. He's a cracker. You wait till give this another couple of weeks when this water warms up. I'll be struggling to pull fish like that in here. They're crazy. He's a big one though. He's a good fish. He's a chunk. Oh, I don't even know if I got my camera on. Oh yeah, he's a monster. Probably my first 40 for the year. Only wanted one good bass today, and look at that, hey? And the reason, you guys that know me, the reason I'm addicted to these little skinny creeks is look at the structure. And the skill level. Like, I got that bump, I thought it was only a small fish. I've come back in and I've ended up nailing this fella here. You know, through the timber, got him up and over. That's exactly why I love fishing these creeks. Look at these guys, my little ratty fish, ratty tails on. Anyway, we're gonna let you go. Thank you, have a look at the rabbits. Now, what I used to catch that fish was something we've been using for nearly 30 years now. We call them a beetle spin. They're a tiny little spinner blade, and believe me, they catch more fish. So a lot of good bass fishermen are embarrassed to say that they caught them on these little lures. Well, they catch more fish than just about anything. It seems it was the start of the season. I just wanted a couple of fish, so that was the one. I would have rather him on the surface explosion, but you can see, and what it is, it's hard to see here, but it helicopters down on the fall, and then as I start to retrieve it, it turns and spins along, and it's a reaction bite. The flash just, they can't help it. Ever wonder why an old man like me crawls around through the jungle, climbing onto logs to get casts in? It's to catch big fish in tight structure. It's to me, that's where all the skill is. You know, flats fishing's fun, all styles of fishing's fun, but this is where I challenge myself every time I do it. Anyway, have a drink, move on. Now, I think they're going to be bunched up. Where you get one fish, you get several, like in the stretch. Yeah, it has to be alright, Sally. Like, you won't get another one off that pus there, even though there could be more in there, but this stretch could hold. And now I've pulled 3 out, I sort of know it holds. But I did go a fair way to get to this point to find these fish. Like, where I thought they were going to be, they weren't. And I was heading towards the skinny water because, like I just previously said, I love the skinny stuff. But while we're using these beetle spins, I'll just explain a bit, like, the whole idea of it. The whole idea is when it hits the water, I want to turn it around, start swimming back like this. And this spins and this thing thumps, and that's what the reaction comes from. So if there's a lay down log, I'll speed it up, swim over the log, and then let it flutter down the other side, and so on and so on. Trying to just run around every bit of structure I can find, around it, along it. So you can see a snag there, right? So what I'm going to do is, oops, gone. Landed right on the snag, but speed it up, run it over the snag, and then drop it back down, slow it down again. Sort of what I do. And all these undercuts, it's just an impact thing if they're on them. That bigger fish was in an ambush spot, and the smaller fish are on undercuts. So that's good for me because I want the big fish. I want to get them in those ambush spots. One of the other reasons I love doing the bass fishing is because I live in Western Sydney, You know, I work all day. I was lucky today. I was finished by nearly 2 o'clock. And I was only around the corner from here. So that gives me, I don't know, 2-3 hours of fishing. Another day, might only have half an hour. So I'll pull up somewhere where I can just jump out of the car and just catch 8 fish. 2-3 hours I can go and explore a bit. But it's basically time for. I think I need to find more ambush spots. Look for these big girls. Yeah. You'd be very time poor living in Sydney, and look at this. Sydney's full of these creeks. Bass can't help themselves, like they'll just keep replenishing these creeks like they've been doing forever until they're that poisonous they're unfishable. Oh, see that? Dag nabbit, I nearly gave up. Got the rubber, I don't know if you got the hook or not. We'll have another go. Wasn't real big, but big enough to. Yep, there you go. I actually think there was a bigger one than that in there. That was a tiny one. The little tiny ones on all the undercuts, see, and when I say undercut, see where I'm standing here? You got all these she oaks along this edge and that straight drop down. See how that line's pointing in under the bank there? Well, that's because that's where he is. Little bass. Now the bigger bass I've caught in structure, ambush structure. So it seems like these little fellas are all in the undercuts at the moment. See how you wouldn't pick it on a camera, but he just shot straight back in here. So it's like the motel. When they're on their migration, through the day they'll pull up and they'll just stack up in these little spots like this. Prime country here. You got the undercut and the lay downs. Swoop it over that log, let it sink down and then retrieve. Oh yeah, look at that. Got bite me written all over it. And just roll it over the top and down. Get off there. Oh, missed him. Another go. Cool. That ain't gonna get you, but that will stir them right up. So if it was a fish that I missed, get up there. There's that stuff. I don't know what it is. That was a fish I missed. I should get him this guy. Oh, no way. I should stir him up more this go. Oh, come on. We really fell in. I have to go get that. Creek running around there. And then we've got a little island or tail creek around here. Fast water going into a hole, so it's almost like a promised bass. Just gotta position yourself. Right. See that little tail comes around here to the other side of this island, and now it's quite a deep hole. So you sort of just know it. Probably bass here. Oh, you're a good fish. Oh, you're a good fish. You just know this matter. Oh, how cool's that? Hey? One of our little short fin mates. Silver, short fin. One of my pets. There's a little spinner. Now, like I said, that you can see the current running across there. See that back eddy? And then we've got this around here. I'll take my bag off, I'll release him around there and see if I can get another one out of the bunch. When you see him like that, you know see how silver he is? You know he's a brand new fish to the system. If you're wondering how they've all just turned up, if you have a look, we've just gone through a new moon with big new moon tides. Now these fish use the new moon tides to work their way back up. They're lazy. Well, they're not lazy, they're smart. So when you get the big king tides on the new moon, they just roll in. Anyway, that was fun. See you, buddy. Oh, he's gone back the other way. I've had my fix. The little Beetle spins give me my mojo back. Plus I got my yellow mojo rod. Now I'm going to put a little Strike Pro on. Leave my kit here and just run up and down this skinnies for 5 minutes. Just see if I can coax one good fish out on this. I love the surface explosion, so see how we go. South Creek coconut for the year. Had one of you subs sent a message there a while ago saying that it's a religious thing, the coconuts. People throw them in here deliberately. Because I've always wondered about those things. Oh yeah. That. See, normally with bass fishing you think you want those calm water eddies, but this straight drive current, they hide under logs and things. Oh, there. Oh, had him. See that? Caught me off guard. Oh, you got my wings. Turn the camera off. Skipped it. Wait till you see this little hit the log here. Yep. There. He's around the log, over the log. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Now that's why I used that particular. Ah! Oh, dropped him. It was a big fish too. Oh no. Only got one hook. I'm gonna have to climb that tree. Couldn't find my bag. Didn't know where I left it. Alright, I come all the way back, got myself another plazzy. I was going to get one fishing on surface and go, but that was too much fun. They're going crazy in there. All big bass. The little, oh. I was going to say, the little one's taken at first pop. The big ones need 2 or 3 casts. Yeah, I honestly want to stay, but I have to go. I don't want to get caught with the traffic. Now this is just a straight shank hook. And the lure's a little Strike Pro enticer. I just use these Eagle Claw. They got a little barb on the end that holds the rubber, stops it sliding down. Same with the Z-Man, they're really good for that too. Anyway, we're going to walk out now, and I think next time I come down here I'll do a surface video for you guys. We'll just work all the poppers, pencils, weight bait, stuff like that. Here's your old sheep. So I'm sort of walking off the creek line a bit just to stop me from fishing so I can get home. I don't really want to get caught in the traffic, and it's a long walk if I keep going that way, so it's time to turn around. But that's where the good fishing is at the moment, all up in there. That's just on like Donkey Kong. So gotta get back. Ooh, a bit of rustling there, I don't know if I like that.
As if that gets you across really nice words too. So you finally relented, took her out